Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the discussion. What are some of the key takeaways, and what did you share with the audience on this important subject?
So I think that the panel was well curated, where the key highlights really looked at the importance of education and information, which helps us to understand where we are and how important it is to chart for a more sustainable future for tourism. In addition to that, it's about creating systems in place that really help to encourage an inclusive environment, an inclusive meaning that you involve all stakeholders. And at the center of the inclusive mindset is really having a people-centered approach and a planet-centered approach. And within the aspects of 5Ps, it's the partnerships between the people and the planet that allow for the prosperity to come about.
Tell us about your day job. What exactly do you do in this particular area?
I get the privilege to help to connect and link people who really want to create transformational change with organizations that are trying to make that same large social impact. In this space, we access a diverse range of candidates from all different backgrounds, because at the end of the day, we see the philosophy as everyone has a diverse lens and that has value. How that aligns with the executive search space is that when you have not only the diverse experiences, but you're also thinking in an inclusive way, and you're thinking, how do I build a culture of inclusivity? That's when you start to create that systemic change in organizations and thus impact the overall organizational culture.
And how does that align with Caribbean tourism specifically?
So effectively, it's all about relationships and in the line of the conference, partnerships. So with tourism, you have many different partners. So you have the persons, the residents, and the people that live in country, and then you also have the people that you're inviting to the country. And at the end of the day, the magic really happens in tourism is when the people connect with other people and there's a true, authentic respect for each other and a relationship that inspires people to want to come back because they feel connected to the community and to a large extent sometimes a part of that community. And I think that's the core selling point of us in the region, is that we really come from a very diverse background of different cultures, and the more that we can tap into that and bring that to light is when I think it will create more innovative ways to connect to new markets and also to create new experiences for people coming into the region.
Is there a story to be told from a Caribbean perspective about our own diversity, our history? The West Indian identity is one that encompasses so many different cultures around the world. Do we need to shine a spotlight on this?
Oh, for sure. I think that it's not all a bed of roses. I think that a part of our culture is entrenched in some of our colonial systems and our historical past. But I think it's when we can go through that process of sharing the story on both sides, the stories of what has happened to us, but also kind of how we've come on the other side of that. I think that is such a human story that when we put that into our narrative, it will resonate with more people.
Finally, your thoughts on the Sustainable Tourism Conference here. The effort by CTO to partnering with the Grenada brand, the types of discussions that have taken place, throughout the day. What are your reflections? I
think that the theme of the 5Ps has really been consistently shown throughout the different discussions had. I think that the persons that they've invited are true leaders in their field, and all of the participants really want to see true change. And so when you bring those people together, again, it goes back to helping to create an incubator of ideas and partnerships. Hopefully then that will translate into action.